Hey everybody, we're doing another Chris Chan quickie reading. And this is actually the first time I'm talking about a character that Chris Chan came up with. This one is one of his lesser known characters. His name is DJ Jamsta Sonichu. Sounds fun. Um, here's a quote. Hey guys, gals, duds, I think he means dudes, and dudettes of all ages. Yeah, he meant dudes. We are rocking out at Quickville Beach for spring break. Oh, wait. Y'all know me as Jamsta Sonichu, the DJ with the power. DJ Jamsta lying it down. God, that was so cringe. So let's see. He has some stats. Date of birth in universe 1986. He's a male, 5'4", 120 pounds, a Sonichu, obviously, and he's not an electric Pokemon anymore. Very interesting. Let's get on with this. DJ Jamsta is a Sonichu DJ and the host of the KCWC radio station. His origins are unknown. Sonichu historians suspected he was plagiarized from a better comic. I don't know what that comic would be, but I have no idea. DJ Jamsta is known for using retro slang and making sexist remarks towards women. I don't know about that, but I know about the slang, but not about the sexist remarks. Even by Sonichu standards, he is particularly ridiculous looking. He looks kind of like, at the beginning of the sequence of To Saved by the Bell, fucked Sonic the Hedgehog. That's disgusting. One of the most notable traits Jamsta possesses is an odd lack of consistency in coloring across the body. It is also not entirely clear if his ears are just a different color than the rest of his fur, or if he just has a spectacularly terrible hat, or if he just he is perhaps suffering from male pattern baldness. Sorry about that. Of note, if they are his ears, then his earphones rest on the side of his head, far away from anywhere they would be of any use. It is also notable that Jamsta has a fan-shaped tail not seen on any other Sonichus. It is colored in 3 bars that match his shirt, but no part of his actual body. According to Chris, DJ Jamsta and Lisa both have normal typing, as they lost their electric abilities long ago, but make up for it in their musicality. How does that work? That just sounds like an ass pull. Not cool. Not the terrible Shane Dawson movie with Jeremy Lay, but it just describes DJ Jamsta. Jamsta is a symbol of what Chris thinks is cool, which is why he is so very uncool. He is pieced together from aged, tacky elements of the 90s that were perceived to be cool. Chris uses some of DJ Jamsta's lines in his future message, like Chris trying to act with it. Jamsta sounds much more like a marketing executive parroting lines for credibility than an actual cool character, throwing what Chris considers to be trendy words into his speech without much logic, a lot like the character Poochie from The Simpsons. He also molested Punchy Sonichu, and that's no good. I actually have never heard of this story. I don't. Most of my Sonichu information comes from videos online. Like I never actually read the comics. I do want to do that. Like maybe make a video series where I read the comics. It seems like it'd be fun. But yeah, I noticed like Jamsters like this is how Chris talks. Like I remember this one thing on Gino Samuel's video where Chris would like talk to like a black guy or parody a black guy, and he would just use the slang. Like I remember when he was trying to talk to Lars McNulty, and he just started saying the N word and trying to talk like a black guy. It was so cringy and weird. Like I don't know why he does that, but like that's kind of how Jamsta. That's how what DJ Jamsta reminds me of whenever I see his dialogue. It's so weird. Criminal history. Oh, that took a turn. He went from not cool to being a criminal. At the behest of the idea guys, a story arc was introduced where Jamsta was put on trial for sexually assaulting Punchy. No explanation was given as to why Jamsta did this, as at no point before had he been shown to be excessively lustful, violent, or attracted to men. Chris initially informed the public of this on Facebook in December 2017. Ironically, Chris announced this in the same post that he revealed that Brandon Fraser was the new mayor of Quickville. Months before the real Fraser would reveal that he was sexually assaulted himself. Sonichu 13 goes into further detail about the events. At the trial, Jamsta was shown sweating profusely and terrified, the only time he's ever been shown as anything but a grinning cool dude. Chris pulled some strings and had Jamsta acquitted because, of course, he fucking did. That actually sounds like something Chris would do. The judge declared that everyone should learn to forgive and live in peace. He sexually assaulted a man. That's should have some jail time in it. Like, what the fuck? I don't know if that's an idea guide thing or that's just Chris being an idiot. It could go either way, honestly, but seriously, what? Shortly afterwards, a quick fill erupted into a full-scale riot. Chris speculated that this might have been because the people of his city might be homophobic. Like him? This riot was a major factor in the eventual fall of Quickville and the war against the Australentina National Army. What the fuck does that say? Oh, look at this picture. Cool, dude. Age. Along with Lolisa Rose-Chu, who's like his girlfriend, DJ Jamsta Sonichu is somehow inexplicably older than the original Sonichu. His age is shown as 21 at the end of the episode 17 in Sonichu number 8, while near the start of episode 18, which is set months after episode 17 occurred, Sonichu becomes 20 years old. His world building is so awful. Like, so he comes up with pre-evolutionary forms for creatures that were made like on a whim by a rainbow. And then apparently everyone else in this world is a Sonichu as well. And their origins are never explained, and they age just whenever Chris feels like it. Like, I think Sonichu and Rose-Chu were like 16 when the story began. But then all of a sudden, like while the story is continuing on, like they turn 18, and then Chris reveals like later that they got married and have children, which is just a lot of bullshit, and because like Chris has no idea how to world build. It's fucking ridiculous. Let's just get on with this. This leaves a logical inconsistency. Add on to the many logical inconsistencies in this world. If Jamsta is older than Sonichu, wouldn't he name the species of Pokemon to which he and the rest of the male hedgehogs belong? Chris addresses this in the mailbag. Yes, that is correct. Jamsta and Lolisa hatched somewhere private, and their species were not classified with the professors until about 1990. What? That just sounds like someone he pulled out of his ass. And he answered this in 2009? Of course, Chris's explanation only created more questions. In fact, it makes even less sense than before. For example, it doesn't explain where Lolisa and Jamsta came from in the first place, how they met each other, or why he's running a radio station. Also, the implication that they were hatched together is somewhat problematic. It adds all manner of pseudo-incestuous undertones to their relationship. Of course, since all the characters seem to regard Chris as a father figure in some warped sense, that's pretty much par for the course. That's also a very weird thing, because Chris came up with this entire thing of how Sonichu and Rose-Chu were born, but yet Sonic and Sonichu and everyone else in that world calls him dad or father. It's really weird. Like, I don't get why he did that. Like, I know he created him for real life. That's just like, that reminds me a lot of that Vince Russo WCW blur the lines bullshit, where they tried to create a world, but like they also acknowledge that the real world exists. Like, it's not even good like the fourth wall breaks in other shows. It's just really stupid because Chris is a terrible writer. And like he can make up as many excuses as he wants, but he is a legitimately awful writer if this is like the type of shit he comes up with. So that was my first character in this expedition of Sonichu characters, DJ Jamsta Sonichu. And that's going to be it for now. Be sure to like, comment, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. So I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, or not end of the month. And leave a comment if you want me to do more like Chris chants of like, or what specific article you want me to talk about on the quickie. Be sure to subscribe and leave a comment and a like if you want me to do that. So until then, be sure to stay beautiful, because I most certainly am not going to do that for you. And I mean until then as when I make another video. So see ya.